before this very public
You should have known something was up, because why he was always dancing all weird like that in the videos and shit.
reckoning. In March, FBI and Homeland Security agents raided Combs's properties after victims filed lawsuits against him alleging horrific abuse, rape, and trafficking of the alleged physical and sexual abuse, be it intentionally filmed or stored on security camera recordings. Wardrobes were trashed, doors ripped off hinges, while every safe, desk, drawer and dresser was meticulously emptied and searched.
Damn.
Digital evidence can be very, very tiny. And so when you're looking for flash drives, cameras, those kinds of things, cameras that are recording, those kinds of things, you are going to have to start looking in walls, taking apart furniture, all of that.
And being digital can be quick to delete, right?
Which is exactly why, in my opinion, they searched the homes simultaneously at the
YouTube, you clicked the title, you read the page, so I'm gonna just get to the point. The downfall of Diddy. Shout out to 60 Minutes Australia for putting this together. Diddy, you've been running amok since like the 80s. I mean, I feel like you was born running amok, you know what I mean? So I say that to say, like, how was he able to get away with this and not go to jail? Like, okay, I get it, the statute of limitations, whatever, when he got the video, you know, beating the brakes off of Cassie. But like, bro, how do you just get away with that shit? Like, how does he just get away with this shit? And where did it all start? Like, was he born sick and twisted? Like, did somebody groom him to be sick and twisted? Like, I have so many questions, and so do you. And I think it's only right that we just get through this together, right? So subscribe for the vibe. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers. In case they ain't hear you in the back, subscribe for the vibe. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers. Let's get it.
He's a monster. He's literally a monster.
The billionaire rapper.
I'm a savage! Oh!
Now facing
You're an abuser!
some serious music.
This man is gonna go down.
Coming up on 60 Minutes.
I saw the aftermath, the bruises, the busted lip, knots on the head.
Sean Diddy Combs accused
Sex party.
But you know what killed me with all these people that claim they was Cassie friends, or that claim they seen this go down when they want to go on the interviews and tell their side of the story? Where was y'all at when she was getting the brakes beat off of her? Now y'all want to come out and tell your story? Oh yeah, I seen all Cassie bruises. So why you ain't do nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Ain't no way in hell you could beat up somebody in front of me. Senseless violence cannot happen in front of me. It can't. I'm sorry. Go over there with that bullshit. I don't know, but I can't stand there and watch somebody do that, especially to a female. Especially, like, what? What's happening with this story?
Freak-offs. They allege that Diddy filmed it.
of shocking crimes against multiple women.
It's probably not the half of it.
And the evidence is damning. You expect to see Diddy in handcuffs?
I do. Each one of those charges carries with it a 25-year sentence.
Next. He's been known by many names over the years, from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy, even Love.
To Homo Thug. Remember when Wendy Williams called him a Homo Thug? Y'all remember that?
But now, hip-hop megastar Sean Combs has to face the music of being called an accused rapist and sex trafficker. Much like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, he's at the centre of his very own Me Too reckoning. Combs' celebrity parties were legendary, lavish affairs. Glamorous spectacles for the elite, which, for this billionaire music mogul, had also served as window dressing to his allegedly.
Now, here's the thing with these Diddy parties. You notice how now when you ask a celebrity, yo, you been to the Diddy parties? Nah, I ain't never been to the... Now, all of a sudden, nobody been to these Diddy parties? I think this whole Hollywood shit is just all sick and twisted.
A dark, sinister world, until the veil was lifted.
This is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do
Last
want to
month,
warn
this
everyone that
2016
he
video leaked to CNN, showing Combs viciously assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel. It's become the smoke.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Out of every celebrity that you hear about doing sick and twisted shit, like when R. Kelly got found guilty for all them years, I was not even a little bit surprised. You know what I'm saying? You know when some of these rappers go down for murder, Not surprised. Listen to the music. Shit, when some of them die, not surprised. Listen to the music. But what really shocked me and what really hurt me the most was this Diddy shit. I'm gonna be real with you. Because I literally bought Ciroc because of Diddy. I would have never bought that nasty ass shit. But here I was trying to support the black man. And the whole time he was sick and twisted. This shit really hurt. Like, I looked at Diddy like one of the greats. When I was engaged, I told Shorty, I said, listen, if you really love me, I just started out with my career. I said, yo, buy me. Diddy had this, it was like a $9.99 movie. I think it was called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. It's like a documentary, like showing you how he got to where he got to and stuff of that nature. I made sure he buy it for me. I said, yo, if you really let me buy that. That's how inspired I was. So this shit really hurt. Because how sick and twisted can one man be? And then you got the nerve to try to lie about it in our face. Like, yo, that shit is a slap in the face, yo. Like, for real.
Gun for a litany of shocking lawsuits filed by Cassie and 7 other accusers, alleging years of control, abuse, rape, and sex trafficking.
Diddy hosted what he called freak-offs, sex parties so brutal that the young men and women would sometimes vomit and pass out from being drugged. They would be beaten. They would be raped. They alleged that Diddy filmed it.
And you know what, too? That's what happened when these celebrities, when they get so much so fast. It's like they start to explore everything. To the point where now there's no more exploring. Now you got to enter the world of dark. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Depravity completely at odds with his glossy public persona. But some who witnessed the real Sean Combs claim it's long been an open secret.
I've kept this very quiet for 14 years. I mean, it's been...
Why? So you allowed this man to beat the brakes off of this woman? You allowed this man to R-word people? You allowed this man to run amok for 14 years?
Very long time. And once I saw the video, I just felt like I need to say something.
Once I saw the video and I knew that this is going to be a profitable moment for me, I just knew I had to do some interviews.
Cassie Ventura's friend and makeup artist, Myla Morales, says she saw Combs commit horrendous abuse, but was too scared to act. Seeing the security footage brought it all back.
All right, 60 Minutes Australia, we don't have to keep seeing the video. We get it.
Her heart.
It was hard for me to watch. Like, it was so hard for me to watch. And I cried for days because I just couldn't believe that that man was physically abusing her like that. That really upset me. I couldn't, and I just thought about the years of that.
He's a monster. He's literally a monster.
Sean Combs has gone by many monikers: Puff Daddy, Diddy, and Love. Not just as a rapper, but a hit-making record label boss.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it did hurt me, and I was shocked that Diddy was on that type of time. I ain't gonna lie. But once everything came out, and I started looking at all the old videos. I was like, this nigga been leaving gay creep breadcrumbs for the longest. How we ain't see it? And I'm gay. Usually my gaydar work. I gotta put it into shape or something.
Made or broke careers as the go-to man in hip-hop. Rumours of Diddy's bad behaviour have followed him throughout his career. How much was ignored?
I am certain that the amount of stuff that we've heard about is probably not the half of it. I imagine that there are many, many people who will take whatever it is that they know with them wherever they go, because they believe that that was the price of participation.
I agree. That's how people be thinking. It's like whatever. They look at it like opportunity. I can't.
Dr. A.D. Carson is a professor of hip-hop at the University of Virginia. He says this...
A professor of hip-hop? Like, you could get a degree in hip-hop, or you can get credit toward a degree for taking a hip-hop course? That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's actually pretty dope. Was that always a thing? If I would have known that, I probably would have stayed in college, took a few hip-hop classes, think I could have passed that.
Seeds of Combs's bad behaviour can be traced back to the start of his career.
I believe that Diddy has been a person who, since the very beginnings, he was always a person who was incredibly invested in his own image and curating that image in such a way that he came across to people as being the kind of person that everybody loved and everybody loved to be around. And whenever he wanted to evoke a certain kind of fear, then he was able to do that as well.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want!
See? It's unnecessary. See, this is all stuff we should have been paying attention to.
I'm going to get whatever I want, I have to get!
And we also know that the nickname Puffy comes from this temperament that he has, that he's a kind of guy who is easily angered, and when he gets angered, then he huffs and he puffs.
That's where that came from? Yo, that's a fun fact. I always thought Puffy was, I don't know what I thought. Oh, damn, he got a bad temper. Well, shit, the video explained that.
And so people start to call him Puffy.
When Puffy met Cassie, he was the 37-year-old powerful producer boss, and she was the aspiring, starry-eyed singer at just 19. Their relationship.
Damn, 37 and 19 is crazy. I mean, I don't be judging, but it's a little judgy.
Would eventually become intimate.
What's up, y'all? It's your friendly neighborhood international rap mogul superstar, designer extraordinaire, actor, marathon runner, father, friend.
Nigga, the interviewer is supposed to say all of that, not your ass. See, this nigga been on his creep shit since day one.
You know, I do it all, baby.
In
TV,
this rarely
producer.
seen video,
Enough about me. It's my homegirl Cassie right here.
the power
We're coming to you
imbalance
live
between the
from our
two
photo shoot
is
for
eerily
Iron Man.
obvious.
She's a human being. That's what we all love about her. The people that love her. The people that hate on her, they was gonna hate her anyway. You know what I'm saying? But y'all will
Nigga, nobody hated her but you. The way you...
love her one day. This bad boy, we ain't never gonna stop.
Mila Morales knew Cassie at the peak of her innocence and the start of a promising career.
Cassie, when I first met her, she was the sweetest girl. I always looked at her as like my little sister, and she was young. She was like...
He robbed us from Cassie. I don't even have any great memory. Like, I can't even say. Remember when she went to that war show, or remember when Cassie came and I got nothing. I got nothing. What you got?
Always so sweet and such a beautiful spirit.
But Mila says there was one incident in 2010 that particularly haunts her.
We were just coming from a photo shoot and we were in the hotel room. I fall asleep on the couch because, we were just out all day. I wake up to him storming in the room and screaming, "Where is she?" They shut the door and everything just started happening. And I saw the aftermath, the bruises, the busted lip, the knots on the head, and it was really bad. Like, I don't know how any man could hurt another human being that way.
Mila said
That's what I said. When I seen that video, the first thing that went through my mind, I said, damn, how long did he been hating this girl? That is hate. For you to beat somebody up like that, you hate them. You never love them. You never even like them.
she called a doctor friend to patch the singer up. She and Cassie were too afraid to take her to hospital, let alone go to the police. You felt like you couldn't?
No, we couldn't. You think we could have done that back then? No, hell no. Absolutely not. That would not be safe for any of us.
That's terrifying to think, Mila, that you didn't feel safe actually going to an emergency room when your friend was really badly injured.
Yeah, I mean, we're not dealing with a normal person, and the person that actually did the abuse.
Man, like that would have been my friend. It would have been on some Eve Love is Blind type shit. Remember at the end of the video when she boomed her homegirl, man, because dude was beating his girl up, ended up dying. You know what I mean? That would have been me. That would have been my friend. As soon as she would have came out the room. Matter of fact, because she said she heard the commotion. Oh, you in there hitting her, nigga? Where you got the guns at? 'Cause I know he got guns. Where the guns at? I shouldn't let my friend get. Nigga, are you dumb? I don't know, man. I guess some people just,
Is somebody who's like powerful, and that's not something we can take lightly.
What is it about Diddy's circle that makes them so loyal? So many people, as you say, would have ignored what was going on.
I mean, to be honest with you, these are their jobs, and it's not about being loyal. It's more so like this is your job. And I mean, it goes back to centuries when they're like people.
If that's my job to sit there and watch abuse, fire me yesterday. I don't need it. I quit.
In positions of power, what are the servants going to do?
Why'd you move to LA? Oh, for the kids, the family, the weather.
Being one of Combs' servants was even sought after. In 2008, at the height of his power, contestants competed on a television reality show to become Diddy's assistant.
I don't remember that.
Susie Siegel had no experience in the entertainment industry when she signed up.
Why did you want to work for Diddy?
I thought it would be something that would actually help me succeed in my career. I thought it would be something that would help me get famous. It seemed very exciting. And
She must ain't watch MTV Making the Band. It's the same man who made these kids walk. Not even just grown adults. They were young though. Make them walk from Manhattan to Brooklyn over the bridge to get some damn cheesecake. And you wanted to work for that man?
and glamorous and sexy and all the reasons why I thought, okay, this is not where my life was headed before this, but it's an adventure and I'm gonna take a chance.
For Susie, it became a chance insight into the manic, and she says unsettling environment the music kingpin had forged, and she instantly regretted it.
A red flag was we were doing a meeting with him and he took the meeting in his silk pajamas. And you look back, talk about things not aging well. Like, you look back at that and you're like, wait, that was on national television on VH1 with a man, a CEO, a founder, conducting business in his PJs. Like, why was that okay, right?
Yeah, it is a little crazy.
Those were the sort of power moves and weird, inappropriate behavior where you just felt like this person's doing everything he can to like show me that I'm small and he's big, that he's got power and we don't have power. It was clear in that first moment, not a good person.
Suzanne, you ready to come make some history with me?
I'm so ready. I'm more ready than I ever been, than I ever knew I could be.
All right, congratulations.
To Susie's surprise, she was the ultimate winner of the competition. But she now
I might just start looking up them old episodes so I can see all the creepy shit he did.
questions the value of her prize to wait on Combs's every whim for a short but eye-opening 6 months.
We are working for Diddy!
I never heard anybody say no to Diddy. Jump, how high, right? I slept with my BlackBerry under my pillow. Because if he calls or wants something, and nobody said no. Nobody said no. You wanted to stay in that environment. You wanted to be around him. You wanted to hook yourself onto that train and go where it was going.
That's that Hollywood, like, creepy shit. That's that, it's like they're just all, it's like all sick and twisted. All sick and twisted.
While Susie herself was spared any physical abuse at the hands of Diddy, she says she was witness to a culture of fear and yes men, with Combs's inner circle protecting him at any cost.
I mean, his squad ran deep and thick. You know, he had security, he had drivers, he had stylists, he had barbers, he had multiple EAs and PAs, and I have no idea who was his fixer, but there's no way that he was doing this alone. He was enabled. But this is, to me, it's like a Greek tragedy. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy.
Because you know they was helping him.
How this man is gonna go down.
And, as you'll see, it's not just accusers, but federal agents determined to tear down Sean Combs's empire.
So do you expect to see Diddy in handcuffs?
I do expect an indictment to come down.
Do tell.
The heinous allegations against rapper Sean Diddy Combs were for many years an open secret. Before this, very public
You should have known something was up, because why he was always dancing all weird like that? In the videos and shit.
reckoning. In March, FBI and Homeland Security agents raided Combs's properties after victims filed lawsuits against him alleging horrific abuse, rape, and sex trafficking. Former federal agent Tracy Walder says it could cost Combs more than his billion-dollar empire.
In my opinion, I think that they're probably looking at RICO or racketeering charges. Each one of those charges
Damn. He might just get hit with that RICO.
carries with it a 25-year sentence. And those are extremely difficult cases to defend yourself against. Very difficult.
Especially if it's caught on tape. When agents ransacked Combs's two estates in Los Angeles and Miami, they were looking for video evidence of the alleged physical and sexual abuse, be it intentionally filmed or stored on security camera recordings. Wardrobes were trashed, doors ripped off hinges, while every safe, desk, drawer and dresser was meticulously emptied and searched.
Damn.
Digital evidence can be very, very tiny. And so when you're looking for flash drives, cameras, those kinds of things, cameras that are recording, those kinds of things, you are going to have to start looking in walls, taking apart furniture, all of that.
And being digital, it can be quick to delete, right?
Which is exactly why, in my opinion, they searched the homes simultaneously at the exact same time. That was my tip-off to why this evidence was probably digital in
They was like, you ain't gonna delete shit.
nature.
So agents were concerned that Diddy or his associates were deleting evidence.
My guess is that they knew that there was a chance that evidence could be destroyed or was going to be destroyed, which is why they had to act when they did.
The claims detailed in a lawsuit filed by Combs's former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, triggered the raids. Her allegations are among the most damning, accusing Combs of not only assaulting her, but forcing her into sex with sex workers while he watched and filmed the depraved.
Yo, that is some sick, twisted shit, yo. Same thing with that nigga Adam from No Jumper. I'm sorry, bro. Why would you want to see your bitch get piped out by somebody else, bro? Like, I get porn. You want her doing porn and whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's between y'all. Even if the world sees, so what? Between y'all, only you and that person did it. But you let somebody else random come and physically... Nah, bro.
Encounters. Lawyers for Combs say he is innocent and describe the raids as a witch hunt based on meritless accusations.
You know, I think there was a lot of fallout against Cassie herself, right? When all of this initially occurred, people were very quick to call her a gold digger or looking for money or looking for opportunity. But the reality is that she was a victim of a crime.
Combs initially also denied he had ever assaulted Cassie, but when video of that leaked, he had no option but to fess up.
My behavior.
And that's the shit that blew my, like, he really lied to us. He had us thinking that, nah, he ain't do that shit. She capping. She just trying to get money, bro. Whole time.
On that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm disgusted.
So are we.
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
Yet, to his growing list of critics, it wasn't a sign of remorse. It was Diddy
And then it's like, nigga, like, you ain't even had the audacity to go on Gal, even though she messy, but you could have went on Gal. So you could have even went on the Shade Room and did a little interview with them. But for you to just go and just grab your phone, who do you think you are? No, nigga.
damage control.
I think Diddy knew. Obviously, we know now that he paid the hotel $50,000 to keep that video under wraps. I think Diddy knew full well that that video was out there. And what that tells me is that he is a very violent individual who really doesn't have control over his own self, over his own emotions, and quite frankly, and I'll just be very blunt, that he's a liar. I mean, he said that this video didn't exist. And I think this proves that he is not a truthful individual.
That's enough! Not easy being a parent!
As federal agents build their case against Combs, the music industry hasn't been spared criticism.
Now this is what the music industry is all about.
Accusers believe its culture enabled their abuse. And for Professor of Hip Hop, A.D. Carson, it's time for the industry he's devoted his life to wake up.
Yeah, because we got to get rid of niggas like Diddy. He ain't the only one.
I don't need Puffy as a role model. I don't need him as an icon. I don't need him as an artist. I don't need him in any of the roles that he's played over the past 40 years in pop culture. What I do need is to know that the people he harmed are going to have their lives restored in some way, that like there's going to be some recourse for them because of what he's done in their lives.
Well, you just talking to talk. What you mean? Because as much as we want to get rid of Diddy and everything he done, we can't, you know? Because I ain't getting rid of Biggie. I don't fuck what y'all talking about. So yeah.
Is this the music industry's Me Too moment?
Well, one can only hope. It seems to be a similar case with, you know, like with the Weinsteins and the Epsteins of the world, is that like, no, there's not a whole bunch of hiding. And so people are told, make sure you're not alone with the person rather than that person is an abuser, so you should avoid them. They say, well, that person is someone you need to watch yourself with.
Mila Morales is thankful Combs is finally being held to account. But she says Diddy's downfall won't erase years of pain for Cassie Ventura and other accusers.
I feel so bad for Cassie. He basically robbed us from Cassie. We don't even know if she was really talented or not. Well, I mean, y'all drop a comment, tell me what y'all think.